Price of Freedom production update number 2. Keep this short. We have moved the shoot date from November, estimated, to March, possibly the 23rd to the 27th, but that's still to be locked in. I went to the location we have in mind last week, and it was beautiful. I have filmed there before for another project, and it was great, but there were leaves on the ground, and I can imagine by November there'll be more, it'll be a bit muddier. It might well rain in November as well. So just for safety aspects of people walking over muddy ground, the logistics of getting all the vans in when it's raining and not being able to shoot because it's raining. And I wanted green on the trees, and there just wasn't any. So we're going to move to March. So those that wanted to film, I'm excited to be in this before Christmas. I'm very sorry, but for all the safety, logistical, artistic reasons, it's now going to be March. But that does give us more time to do all the pre-prep work, which I'll get to in just a second. Casting auditions go out tomorrow. So maybe when you're seeing this, they've already gone out. I'd like to have all the cast confirmed and locked in by the end of September. So plenty of time for people to apply and have a read. Maybe some in-persons in between now and then, some second auditions and whatnot, some chemistry reads, that kind of thing. I've only got one shot at this. I don't have much money, and I can't afford to be too cavalier with this. So perhaps I'm being a bit slower and anal than some of you are used to on some of these productions. I mean, I've worked on some things with a 2-day turnaround and you're on set, but I can't afford to be so cavalier. So yeah, I apologize for the elongated nature of my production, but this is my one and done production. Right, so that's auditions go out tomorrow. I do want to employ local upcoming talent for this project. I really want to help people in the way I'm trying to help myself as a struggling working actor. This is a showreel piece for me to some degree, but I want it to be a showreel piece for screenwriters, for wardrobe people, for VFX, for makeup artists and so on. So on that, as I mentioned last time, our script is done. Our script editor, they did an amazing job. There's probably some tweaks and some great one-liners we haven't thought of yet to go in, but by and large, the shots are there, the story's there. So they did a great job. So that's awesome. That's in the bag largely, but they're also helping me with audition pieces and character breakdowns, and starting to think about the next film, episode 2 of this story. But we're way ahead of schedule on that, so nothing really to report on that. I met with a wardrobe professional a few days ago, and she and I talked about the character directions, what we want to do, and she's already started thinking about styles and keeping things Star Wars, but maybe some of our own originality. So that is in motion. So that work has started. We've moved the shoot date, but the wardrobe work has started. So we should have more updates on that as we go, maybe some sneak peek pictures and designs, who knows, stay tuned. 3D printing, we've already started, we've got some blasters. I saw some footage of some thermal detonators yesterday, made out of resin, just absolutely amazing. Our 3D guy, Neil, from 3D Experience, he is going to do us proud. Hopefully some updates on them later, and I'll see if I can get some footage and stuff. But we do have a 3D episode coming up about what is 3D printing and how does it work. So stay tuned for that one. VFX has started. I commissioned a couple of guys on Fiverr to build me a creature I have in mind. And they were great, better than I could do, but they weren't up to the standard and the quality I wanted. So I found a couple of graduates fresh out of uni who are keen for the experience, keen to give it a go. They're really talented, very easy to work with as well. So I'm going to task them, hopefully we'll start on that tomorrow as well, task them with building the creature I need, do some animation tests and things. So within a couple of months, we should know, can we have a VFX animal in here without it looking like a Doctor Who from the 60s? Here's hoping. But that work has started too. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go and see some other locations. Good to keep your options open. And one of the limitations of the location I had in mind, it was a bit remote. There was no power, generators, but there's no ensuite power. The toilets were composting toilets tucked away, lots of spiders. So I'm looking at locations perhaps have a bit more of a hub for crew holding, bringing catering trucks, that kind of thing. So more location visits going on. We do have a location. but I'm just covering my options and seeing what I can get the best value for money versus the best style for the film, and keep my cast and crew happy and warm and dry and blah, blah, blah. So yes, location visits, more coming on that. I'll update when I get there. I have found a social media manager, and since because I know nothing about Instagram, I need a lot of help with that. But since the move to March for the shoot date, I'm going to go full steam ahead on that in the new year, and she'll come on board, hopefully, if she's still interested, to help promote and push and educate people, mostly myself, about how Instagram works, and YouTube shorts and whatnot, just to help spread the word, to bring people to this film and get as much Star Wars buzz as we can. So really look forward to getting started with her. She's in France at the moment. Have a lovely time. Talk to you when you're back. Right. Our director and DOP, we decided that to make things Star Wars-y, we wanted some anamorphic lenses. So we've just spent a bunch of money. We've got some anamorphic lenses. We're going to go and test them out to make sure we're happy and they get the look and feel we want in a woods on that. And because I'm going to play Balin, all you can see his picture there, and my hair is really long. I'm going out specifically so there's more to work with in my beard. In about 2 weeks, I'm getting my hair and beard cut to look like this-ish, less grey, still some grey, I'm getting old. And then we'll do a test shoot. I've got a lightsaber ready to go from theorysabers.com, and it's great and it works. So so we're going to do some test shots. Does the lens pick up the lightsaber? Will we need to do lightsaber effects post, or will the Theory saber look good on screen? That kind of thing. So just a little test there, and after that we'll know, like, yes, we can do this. It looks good and so on. So that's that. I think that's everything. I know last time I talked for 16 minutes, today hopefully 5. That's everything. I'm going to be doing my other videos. I'm going to do one on fan films very soon. And it's all coming together, but we've given ourselves an extra 2 or 3 months. So the videos will be a bit slower now. But yes, that's where we're at. Do tell your friends, tell the subscribers. I'd like to get this channel as big as possible. As you do, yeah, to help perhaps fund some of the film, because I can't sell the film because it's a Disney Star Wars fan film, and Disney don't let people make money out of Star Wars. Fair enough, I get that, my choice, but yeah, there we are with that. Right, I'm going to stop waffling now. Wish you well. I'll see you in the next one. Tell your friends, etc. Right, thank you. Bye.